Hello everyone, welcome to the first video on the Noisy Neighbours channel. I am here with a Liverpool fan to my left hand side and I have a Manchester City fan on my right hand side. So leading up to the big derby game on Sunday, we thought it would be best to do a best 11 for the first video on the channel. So we're going to start off very simple. We'll start with the first position, goalkeeper. Who are you putting forward for goalkeeper?
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm going to go with Donnarumma.
Okay, and who are you going to put forward, Jamie?
I'd go with Mohamed Ashrali because he's obviously the one who's playing and will likely play on Sunday.
But will you actually pick Mohamed? Donnarumma, come on, it's got to be Donnarumma, isn't it?
I would pick Donnarumma though.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty simple. I mean, start of the season, he's won the Champions League. He's one of the best keepers in the world. But in terms of shot stopping, being an out-and-out goalkeeper, you can't deny Donnarumma.
He's generational, isn't he? Yeah, he's still young as well, which is why.
Yeah, he's only 26, 27. Yeah. He's not old. He started what? I think he started for Milan when he was like 17. Okay, so we're all gonna agree Donnarumma, yeah?
Yeah.
Donnarumma, that's fair, right? We'll move on to right back. Who are you gonna put forward for right back?
I've been so impressed with Nunes this season, so I'm going to put him forward. He's obviously not a natural right back, and we don't really have any natural right backs in the team at the moment. Kushnov's played a few games at right back, and he does look good. But from the game against Bournemouth at the weekend, I just thought he was sensational. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Nunes at right back.
All right, Jamie, who are you putting forward?
I could be very funny and I could say Dominic Szoboszlai, but
no,
he's
you know
played
what?
there a lot. He's played quite well. He's quite played well, but he does best in his position.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have Frimpong at the start. He's injured at the minute, but I literally after just the last game's performance, I'd probably go with Conor Bradley. It's very tight. It's very tight. I don't know, but he played decent against Villa. I would say he had his moments last season.
He did look good last season. People were saying it's fine. Trent goes because we got
a lot of people did say that. I can remember I was in the camp where I was a bit hesitant. He was, he's good. He's young. I saw Slot's press conference just gone, and he did say he's one of the ones because of his age and his experience is that he's still learning and adapting to play a full 90 minutes at full intensity. Whereas Frimpong, he was part of the Invincibles, so when we signed him I was like, that's a good signing, but to an extent we might be missing Trent a bit and his creativity, especially in complement with Mo as well.
You know what, with Conor Bradley, I'm just not moved by him personally. I think he's a bang average right back. I don't think he offers anything special going forward or defensively.
So have City gone for 2 for 2?
I'll give it to Nunes. I'll give it to Nunes. We'll swiftly move on to right centre back. We'll start off with Jamie this time. Jamie, you're gonna put forward
Ibou Konate, obviously.
Yeah, but he's been dead this season, bro. He has been.
Who are you gonna put forward for City as your right centre back?
Yeah, Diaz.
Oh, Diaz.
What have I dropped?
No, that was me, mate. That was me. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But so yeah, you're gonna put forward Diaz. Okay.
I think for City it has to be Diaz really.
So you would take Diaz over Konate?
Oh, definitely, mate. This season, bro, Konate's been bad, bro. He's been bad this season. Diaz, when he needs to, he can throw his body on the line and he can block everything and he looks like a demon. But
Phil Jones did that.
Well, listen,
Phil Jones did that.
In other games, right, in like casual Premier League games, Diaz does just go under the radar, and I think that's a sign of a good centre back. But yeah, I mean Diaz still, I do think he's really strong, and I'd go with him over Konate this season because I just think Konate's been weak and he's had a lot of mistakes in him this season.
Okay, what about Konate? Come on, you got to defend him here.
On his day, he can be very good. Yeah. Last season, he was big partnership with Verge and really did do a good job. I can remember that there was a spell when he got injured and we really suffered for it. I will admit that is very,
dropped off.
To an extent, I could even lean more towards Diaz really.
Do you know what?
As well. He did good in my FPL, I can remember at the start. But the thing is with Ibou is that, he's had a lot of mistakes and he's been very sloppy. There's been times where the ball has gone long and he's had to run back and he's not run back enough. And, we've lost that. But again, just going off that Villa game, he did all right. And, and the Frankfurt one as well. So He's there or thereabouts, but yeah, he has had the drop off. Whether or not that's Real Madrid calling, as people would thought
I
about
don't know if Real
it.
Madrid will still want him
Yeah,
after
I don't
that.
know.
But but he has been a bit slow. But yeah, I can see where he come with Ruben Diaz.
I think it's the whole back line. The whole back line is kind of like just not performing up to standard.
Yeah.
For me, again, this is my opinion, but for me, an out-and-out defender, I'll take Canate.
Really?
I'll take Canate
So it's
over Diaz.
bro, come on, over Diaz.
I'll take
This
Canate.
season as well.
Yeah. I just feel like
Like
it
that?
comes down to like.
Hey, what are you thinking? What would you say?
If I was to be
season?
brutally honest, I would go with Ruben Diaz. Yeah.
Really?
I would, to be
You
honest,
know,
yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna go Ruben Diaz, that's three to
I'm going
City.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah,
that
it
is
is
three
really
to
big.
City.
Yeah, I mean, left centre back position might have to. This
Yeah,
might be.
okay, so left centre back. Who are you gonna put forward for left?
I'm going
centre-back?
Gvardiol.
Gvardiol for left centre
I
back.
think he's
yeah.
just been. I think he's been solid this season. I don't
Okay.
think he's been absolutely standout, but I just think I think he's a good, solid, good centre back.
Right, and for Liverpool, who are you going to put forward for left centre back?
It
Think
would
we
be
all know.
Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil
Yeah.
van Dijk.
Always
But has he
has
been? I mean, your defence has been so leaky this
Yeah,
season.
it's.
Is his
We've
age
been-
showing?
We've been playing around with the defence a lot. Well, Slot has, and trying to find the right combination that's gonna get us back to times like the start of last season where it was an easy
Solid.
1 or 2, 3-0 and not letting anything in. And Virgil's always been an important part of our team, very much so. He's the captain in that. He has had some howlers, I will admit. Obviously, there's the blatant one was that Chelsea goal,
Yep.
Yeah.
where with the famous photo of he's on the far right hand side and there's a goal just wide open. Don't know what he's doing there, but he's a good player. He's a great player. He's very, very good player. Obviously, again, similar to with Ibu, had a good game in Frankfurt. Obviously, he got the goal, and he did well in the Villa. Obviously, the defence hasn't been a good point, but at the end of the day, he is our captain, and I think that should also be taken into consideration, that he, at the end of the day, he's bringing us all together. But I can see what you say with Gvardiol. He's very good. He's very good at what he does. He's carried on from good momentum from last season and brought it on all the way through to this season, which has been good. Done me well for FPL as well. So, but I think I would go and Verge on this, to be honest, and I think I'll stand my post on that.
What do you think? You know what?
I'll be
It's
honest.
a tough one.
I'm going to back my boys in. I'm going to stand on my post on Gvardiol. I just think he's been solid, and I think Van Dijk's been a bit leaky. This
Van
season.
Dijk, yeah, of course. I mean, it's Virgil van Dijk. If we're talking career,
Yeah.
world class centre half, and you can't argue with
No,
that.
you can't.
Even though we both support the rivaling team, you can't argue that. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But this season, if we're going to this, and to be fair, with what you said, right? You said that you don't think Gvardiol has been a standout player in your defence this season. I think the complete opposite. I think this season, especially for City, from what I've seen anyway, 'cause I'm not going to say I watch City's games every single weekend, I don't. But from the games that I've watched of City this season, I think Gvardiol has been a very, very, very good defender. So yeah, this season, we'll give it to Gvardiol. We'll give it to Gvardiol this season. So that's
City all the way through at the minute.
City all the way through at the
Listen,
minute.
I've not had this feeling for a long time.
Yeah.
With
Right.
combined 11s, you know what I mean?
We'll move on to left back. So left back, Jamie, who are you going to put forward for left back?
Left back at Liverpool is still very much open for
Yeah,
grabs. We don't
left
even know who we
you've
go
got-
with it. Because
yeah.
obviously we had our big Kirkes and he was very exciting to have after a season at
Oh, yeah,
Bournemouth
he
last
looked amazing.
year.
He had an amazing
It
season.
was
that
like,
season.
wow. But coming to Liverpool, he seemed quite... Yeah, he's just off the ball.
It's a
and
step up in it, though. It's a
yeah,
massive
and he
step up.
seems a bit... I don't know, he just seems to get a bit worked up. We'll see how he settles on. But I think the underline, he hasn't been picked as much, but for Liverpool, I would go with Andy Robertson. I'd go with Robbo.
Oh, yeah.
He's come back in, and whenever he's been one of our subs where whenever he's subbed in, he's made a bit of an impact. And in the Villa game, he started and he did well. So it's one of them ones where I think with Liverpool at the minute, we just kind of got to go back to basics.
I think you can see the difference as well, because obviously last game against Villa, Slot brought in Robbo,
Yeah.
and he obviously won the game. I think the defence just looks more solid, and he's just an experienced guy who can bring more of a level head to that back line, which I think is something that you need at the moment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a stable guy.
Yeah.
But for me, it'd be Nico O'Reilly. I think he's been amazing. Even last season, he came in and he did really well. And this season, he's just impressed even more. Going back to the game against Bournemouth, I know I've said it, referenced it a few times, but the goal he scored, mate, it was a flipping blinder.
Yeah.
Like, I think for a guy of his size as well, he's quite a tall guy. But the way he moves with the ball and the way he can kind of, get out of tight spaces and stuff, he looked really good. And defensively, he's been sound as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he doesn't have a mistake in him, because he does. But yeah, man, I'd have to go Nico O'Reilly.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to take Robbo on this.
Really?
Yes.
No, I thought I was going 4 for 4.
No, because what it is for me, it's about impact. Yes, he made the point himself. When Kirkes is on the ball, I feel like Kirkes, he's had one good season at Bournemouth and he's instantly made a jump to a title-winning Premier League team. Do you know what I mean? And especially for a young player, he's 23, 24? Sorry, with Robertson, I genuinely believe that Robertson, when he comes into that Liverpool team, he kind of calms down the back line a lot. Yeah. And I feel like that's what you require in a defender. Like, of course, Nico O'Reilly this season, he has been performing. I think as going forward, especially with, again, mentioning his size as well, going forward, he goes forward as if he's the same size as Kirkes. Like, he doesn't move like a 6-foot player. He moves like he's 5'6", 5'7". He's very, very athletic, and I like that about him. But yeah, in terms of just as an out-and-out defender and the impacts that you have on the team, I'd have to go with Robertson. So we're going to move on to the midfielder position. We've gone with a 4-3-3 formation, right?
Yeah.
So we'll start off with a DM. Which DM are you going to put forward, Louis?
Nico Gonzalez, mate. I think he's been really good this season.
Okay, fair enough. What are you going to put forward, Jamie?
Ryan Gravenberch, isn't it?
It has to be.
Nah, I'm taking Nico.
What?
I'd like to hit. Let's have see it on the
What's
other side.
Nico Gonzalez done
what's
this
Nico
season that Ryan
Gonzalez
Gravenberch
better?
hasn't?
Yeah. Why do you think he's better?
Because I'm sorry, from what I'm seeing, Gravenberch is pivotal in that Liverpool midfield. I think without that Liverpool midfield, it doesn't run. Because what Liverpool's problem is this season, they've brought in Florian Wirtz and they're trying to figure out a way to fit him into a midfield that isn't broken. They're just trying to upgrade that midfield. And adding Wirtz into it is messing it up. So when they went back to basics like they did against Villa, when they had Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai in that midfield was running fluidly. And I think Gravenberch was a pivotal part of it. I don't think that Nico Gonzalez this season has had the same effect on the game.
Nico's got a mistake in him.
A mistake. A mistake.
Listen, he's got
mistakes.
No, yeah.
Plural.
He's got a few mistakes in him.
He's plural. He's got.
But I think he's class, and I think especially over the last couple of games, I think he's done really well. Gravenberch, I think he's just looked shaky this season compared to how he did last season. I just don't think. Listen, I'm backing my boys here. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to get as many City players as I can in here.
Well,
but I do think Nico's been great. I mean, yeah. Go on, argue your case.
Yeah, if I could argue my point about Grav, I think it speaks volumes when he's not there. Really, I can remember at the start of the year, the Community Shield against Palace, he wasn't there, and there's been times where we haven't had him. And I can remember literally at the start of the season in that Community Shield game, we were going, we need him. You don't realise just how much this slot team revolves around Grav. He is the centre point of all centre points of our team. And what's even better is that this season he's now got a goal in him as well.
Right, I'm gonna concede it. You can't deny Gravenberch's quality.
Yeah.
I think he has taken it dropped off a little bit since last season. And I think Nico has looked good. But yeah, I mean, listen. Yeah. If I'm going to concede any, I'm happy to concede.
We're going to have to
right,
give it to Gravenberch. We'll start off we'll go with the left 8. Who are you going to put forward for the left 8, Jamie?
Dominic Szoboszlai has been our best in that position, and I'd argue the best in the team. I'd argue.
Who are you going to put forward, Louis? Yeah, I'm telling you now, you've got to put a solid player up
there. Yeah, I can't lie. We will be conceding this one as well. Tijani Reinders.
I think this is clear.
Listen,
honestly, I don't think we even need to have a debate about it. I think this is clear.
I think Reinders has come in and he's been really solid. Obviously, the first game against Wolves, everyone saw him and thought, wow, this guy's class. Obviously, we know that quality's there, but I just think he still needs a bit of time to, settle in and make sure that's consistent. That might take a season or, it might take time. But
to be fair,
I think he's good. But obviously, no one can deny how pivotal Szoboszlai has been for Liverpool this season. Like, the guy's been here, there, and everywhere. He's been amazing. He's been your saving grace in certain games, especially against flipping
that free kick
Arsenal,
that he scored.
mate.
That free kick, that is potentially goal of the season. I think that free kick was amazing.
Unreal.
But to touch on Reinders, I think this season Reinders is a solid addition to those team. Very, very solid addition. But yeah, Szoboszlai this season, he's been pivotal in that Liverpool team. I mean, without him in that Liverpool team, God knows where the team would be right now. And plus a player that can give you a job in midfield as a 10 and at right back.
Oh yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go Szoboszlai.
Yeah. So my thoughts on that. Obviously, I agree. Reinders on his moment has been very good. I can remember came in with a big debut at Wolves.
Yeah.
That was very good.
He was unreal.
And I can remember there was a lot of hype around him. But yeah, as you said, there was a couple of games after that where he seemed to have disappeared, or you didn't hear as much from him. I'd obviously, as a Red, I'd bias towards Szoboszlai anyway.
Yeah.
But I think that anyone can look at our team and look at him play and just see just how impressive he is. And it's come to the bit now where whenever he's on the ball, we just have a bit of confidence, or like as fans go, right, okay, we're in safe hands. In such a shaky Liverpool squad, we're in safe hands with Szoboszlai. And he's just an engine. His work ethic is unbelievable. Yeah. He's running here, there, around the pitch. I can remember, funnily enough, this fixture last season, the City away, that was probably his best game for us last year. Yeah. How we put it in one way, he tore you guys apart really, just going around and working through him. So, and it's so nice to have that just all the time now, and it's not just kind of every now and then.
Right. So on the right hand side of that midfield, who are you gonna go for?
I'm going with Cherky. He's not. He's obviously been injured and that. But he's played a few games. Obviously, Wolves, he came on and scored. It was a really good goal. Against Bournemouth, he came up with 2 assists. Got a goal against Swansea. He came on against Everton. He did well. Yeah. I think everyone knows how good Cherky can be, and I think he is showing glimpses of that and glimpses of that greatness. And I think, like I said, bring it back to the weekend again, he was just so good, like putting Haaland through. And I think since De Bruyne's left and since De Bruyne tailed off towards the end of his City career, he wasn't putting in those, those balls that he used to, where he'd just split the defence and it'd roll into the path of someone. I think I've seen Cherky trying to do that more, and I think that's gonna just him and Haaland's link up's gonna be amazing. So I'd go with Cherky.
Who would you go for?
Obviously McAllister in that position for me. He played very well last year. He's had a bit of a slow start. He's been injured. He missed a lot of pre-season, but he's starting to get back into form again. And when he is, he's much better. And compared to our other one, Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, he's not been great, has he?
Yeah, I was very excited when we signed him. It's because at the time he was the first big one that we bought, and it's not a Liverpool move per se to get someone so big and someone so...
Especially for that much money. Well.
Finished, if you know what I mean. Usually what we tend to do is try to get people who got potential and then we build them into bigger players and not just getting a ready-made Wirtz there. But he's been very slow. But I feel as though that he's getting judged very, very harshly. I think it's based on that fee. If it wasn't for that fee. So I have confidence for next season for Wirtz, but for this season and for the foreseeable future, McAllister is definitely the way forward for R10.
When Wirtz came in, and when it was like decided that Wirtz was going to Liverpool, all the hype around him, I just did not buy it for the amount people were hyping him up. Obviously, the price tag and everything he's done in with Germany and in the Bundesliga, he's an amazing talent. But I don't think people, like the amount of pressure people were putting on and saying he's going to be amazing, he's going to be this and that. Like, I just thought like he's never going to live up to that hype in the first season or in the first couple of games.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go Cherky on this one. Going into this season, even though he has been injured for City at the start, I watched the City vs Swansea game. I can't remember who he made the assist to. It was on the topic of you speaking about that Kevin De Bruyne attack player. Yeah, the balls like through the back line. I think Cherky does those type of balls quite a lot, and I feel like those are very like I think, especially with Haaland, I think that would work perfectly with
Oh,
Haaland.
yeah.
I think Haaland's such a ball-at-feet player, and I think when you've got someone like Cherki behind him playing those balls into him, that's always willing to go forward and make that forward pass, you can't deny that. But at the same time, with Alexis McAllister's, he's got a lot of work rate. He's a hard-working player, and you can see on the pitch as well. Defensively, he will do a job for you. Attackingly, he will do a job for you. But yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to go with Cherki. I'm gonna side with City on this one.
I'd agree with Cherki.
I'll give it to Cherki because it's the potential as well, man. He's got a lot of potential. We'll give it to Cherki. Enough midfield talk. We're gonna now move on to the left wing position. Jamie, who are you gonna put for left wing?
So we seem to revolve around on our left, but I think our most constant left at the minute for Liverpool is Cody Gakpo. So I'd put him forward for us.
Who are you gonna put for left wing?
I'd go with Doku. I think Doku's been great this season. I think
this is the one where we're gonna have a few problems.
Let me
we'll have a few problems.
People who know me will know how much I love Doku. I think he's amazing. I think he's one of the best one-on-one wingers in the world. The way he takes a man on, the burst of pace, he does it like nobody else. And every time he gets the ball as a City fan in the stadium, I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for see what this guy's going to do. I think he's started to add a bit more to his game now, where he can whip a ball into the box, and he's starting to make better decisions. But I think the talent that this guy has in terms of the way he beats a man, I think it's like it's unreal. It's similar to like Kudus.
Yeah.
Similar to Kudus, but I think he's great.
Yeah, it's I don't know. With Doku, yeah, it's crazy. I watch him play, especially when I'm not gonna lie, he's the one player that when City playing United, I'm like, alright, I really don't want Dalot to go up against this guy. But Gakpo's output is a lot better than Doku's output. And me personally, at the end of the day, goals win you games. So, and I would take Gakpo, me personally.
What do you think, Jamie?
Well, going back to you and Doku, he's been a player that's always impressed me. But for Gakpo, he's going on a trajectory. He's going on a journey. Gakpo is the only way I can say he's going on a journey. Because in 23-24, the last season with Klopp, he was one of them players where I can remember being with my family and that when he's come on, I can remember we've just gone, oh God, not Gakpo.
Yeah.
But last year, I don't know whether it was under Slot, whether it was his management or something, or how the team was set out.
I think it's just adjusting to the Premier.
Yeah, someone just clicked in Gakpo, and I can remember there was times last season where, it was very much, as much as we give the ball to Mo, we give it to him, and he'd be able to just finish it perfectly. So I think, the position between City and Liverpool is very, very contentious between the two, but I would probably go, with goals and that. I think I would probably go with Gakpo, but just.
But we'll move on to the right-hand side. We'll move on to right wing. We'll start off with you, Louis.
Oh my days, don't start for me.
Okay, we'll start for Jamie. No, we'll start for Jamie.
Alright,
go on, Jamie.
Okay.
You're put there.
So the main man on our right wing is Mo Salah, and so I will put him forward. But I don't want to go without mentioning Federico Chiesa, who's played on that position. There's been a lot of talk online. Whenever I look on comment section of full time or whatever, there is always people going start Chiesa or put Chiesa on. Whenever he's on there, he does change the game a bit and he does really play well. We've got to accept that when Mo's not playing well, we've got to take him off and not just rely on Mo. But I think that he is our main man, so I will put him forward. But I think Chiesa is definitely an underrated and been one of our stars so far, I would say. But Mo for me.
All right, for me, it's difficult, because City on the right wing were not strong. Foden can play there. Bob's played there quite a bit this season. I do think Bob is an amazing talent.
I like him.
I
really like Bob.
He was uninspiring against Villa, but I think both wingers were uninspiring against Villa. Savinho can obviously play there. He's not looked good this season. He is a bit frustrating for me to watch sometimes. To be honest, I feel like we should have cashed in 70 million from Spurs. To be honest,
do you know what I was gonna say? Looking at this season, Savinho, he doesn't. I feel like he has that not involving other players type of mentality.
Oh yeah.
Like he's very. I can take this player on and I'm going to carry this ball to the end and hopefully get us a goal. Where there's times, it's just his decision making. There's times where you should have passed the ball on. When Spurs came calling, you guys should have taken the offer when Spurs came.
Overall, I'd probably put Foden on the right. Even I don't like him there at all. Like I think he plays best through the middle, but I don't want to put him through the middle. And I don't like. Obviously, he was so good a couple of seasons ago. Last season, he did not step up at all.
Yeah.
And I think he does need to start stepping up more. I could put Bob there, and I think he's got the talent to do that and make that position his own. But I'm not. You know, I'm gonna put Foden forward for this one.
Well, I feel like we've already discussed the majority of it, so
honest,
I'm gonna take Salah. Foden.
I'm not taking Chiesa, boys.
Foden,
I actually would have taken Chiesa.
Yeah, Foden.
I think Chiesa's been better than Salah this season.
Yeah. But with Foden, I think Foden, he's almost going through that kind of that Marcus Rashford type of stint where it's like his performances aren't going noticed, but he's not having the best performances. And then now we're gonna go with. I mean,
well, listen, this one is not
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's not up for debate.
It's not up for debate.
We could talk about Ekitike. Talk about his side. Haaland is the man. Haaland, no, I'm not. Listen, Haaland will be, come the end of his career.
Be careful with what you're gonna say. Be very careful.
The best striker the Premier League's ever seen. Come the end of the season. I mean, not the end of the season.
Come the end of the season.
The end of his career. This guy is so prolific. Like, I'm getting passionate now because, mate, the stuff that I'm seeing, he's starting to, drop in a little bit at times as well and link up play.
Yeah, he has. I'll give him that. He has been doing that.
He's good with his feet. He doesn't get the most touches. Obviously, he's a striker, and what the main thing we're trying to do to him is feed him the ball to run onto. But at times, he has dropped in and popped the ball off to Ryan, has made a run, and it's ended up with him again, and he scored. And for a guy of his size, and what people were saying when he was first coming to the Prem, and people said he's a Division 2 player, stuff like this, mate. I mean, the guy's a monster.
Yeah, it's mental, man. We've never spoken about the Liverpool striker.
I was going to say,
who are you going to put more for Liverpool?
We'll have a little consolation.
Listen,
we'll just have a little mention.
I think you have to mention one man.
Yeah. So, we've bought two in the summer. We sold Darwin Núñez. Obviously, we've got Isak, who was our big one. Missed out in pre-season because of all the shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
Meant to be back to his playing style now. He's not really showing at the minute, which is very disappointing. I hope he grows into it. I very much hope he does.
Even at Newcastle, I don't think he was consistent all the time.
He was good on his day. All I can hope is that he does kind of grow into that role. Yeah, our main one, the other one for us is Hugo Ekitike, and I would put him against Isak. He's been the one player who we've got who stepped up.
It's been the shining light, hasn't it?
And I feel as though that he is, of all the signings, of all the business that we did this season, I feel as though that he is literally the only player that we needed, and it seems as though the only step up, if you know what I mean. We had Darwin Núñez. I feel as though that Ekitike is very much that step up. You feel as though that when the ball gets to him, he can just do what Núñez needed, which is just to stick it in. Yeah. He's done that a couple of times before. He's very creative in his play. He's a very good player. Extra bonus, he's got a great name to say. I always say, I love saying.
It's the same spelled backwards.
But
is that actually?
Ekitike is the same spelled backwards.
With Haaland, it's obviously he's a very good reason why City are getting points, and so as a red, as a rival, it is it can be frustrating, but. I can remember he had a spell last season where he went a bit quiet, a bit dormant, but I think just from a footballing point of view, it's so good to see him firing because it's just so impressive just seeing it. And I agree with you that, as much as Alan Shearer's record is very up high, I feel as though that Haaland just how much he does, and now he's back in form again, especially, that I see no reason why he can't leave the Premier League as the best striker that the league's ever seen. It's so impressive.
So,
right, so
got to be
very much.
It's got to be Haaland, innit? We're going to put Haaland up there. Right, so that wraps up the best 11. Thank you very, very much for watching.
We'll definitely be back again.
Definitely.
I've really enjoyed this, boys.
I really enjoyed this. It's actually a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Comment down any ideas. Let us know what you guys want to see. And do you guys have anything else to say?
Check out Instagram and TikTok, Noisy Neighbours 0. And these boys, do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, you guys can check out my TikTok as well. Els23s, LZZ23s. And Jamie, do you want to plug anything?
No plugs at the minute for me.
No
No
plugs for
plugs.
Jamie. Listen, Jamie, you need to start a little channel, mate.
Jamie's coming with a
Coming
channel
up,
soon,
yeah.
hasn't he?
We've got Jamie's
Space.
Liverpool channel coming
Jamie's
and
Liverpool channel's coming.
Les's United channel coming as well.
Very soon. Very
Yeah.
soon. But yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, mum, grandma, granddad, whoever. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys.
Nice one.